Everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Open field on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Moore makes the grab. It's Davison. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go play action with Sayin. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Off play action. Looking for space to the left. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Moore to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gets it out quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They knock him down right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense
picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Dante Moore. Makes the grab. It's Hooks. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not. Whole lot of running room.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Throwing Moore. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hand.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Booster.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down.
Ready. Blue 30. Bubba.
4th down, Moore. Escapes the pressure going right. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down but couldn't do it.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Still running at the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Say it. Takes the easy completion. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Back to the air. Looking for the score. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore, under fire. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
180. Go, go.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw.
Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
129. Freeze. Hydro. Ready, go.
More to throw for it on 4th down. He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Zayn fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Throws it deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Quarterback adapting. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 4th down, Moore. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
he is showing you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover two look, doing a great job with his eyes. And he also shows you off the ball skills, making that pick.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, they're after him! Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Here's Moore to throw. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Good, solid tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great third down defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
From the gun on third down, Sayin finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Oh, he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So there's been hardly any production from this offense, and yet at this stage in the game, a chance to take the lead on this drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Again, it's Sayin. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0, Paul.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Strike 88. Western. Go.
Dante Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Julian with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That game not nearly as competitive as many of us expected. I think it was a quintessential example of one team got ready for a game and the other one got ready for a fight.
Yeah, I think we've got a new favorite to win the national championship right now. If you're betting this top 5 opponent to blow out the #1 team in the country like that, that is a statement everybody's got to